This is Captain America Civil War, full spoiler review. You've been warned. Yesterday, I went to watch Captain America Civil War the second time, because in the first time, I was concentrating on the fights between Captain America and Iron Man and the build up to it. That I totally forgot about Baron Zemo. Later, I will be talking about Baron Zemo. And then the second time I watched this, I understand where does Baron Zemo come from. He is actually a victim from the Sokovia incident from the Age of Ultron. And the more you watch about this Baron Zemo, then you tend to understand him even more. When I watched the second time, he has been planning everything from start to end. Later I will be specifically talking about this one particular scene which really made up the final scene where Captain America go against Iron Man, where Iron Man found out that his dad was killed by Bucky Barnes. Let's talk about the fight scenes. The fight scenes were great. In the beginning, you had Crossbone trying to steal this biohazard thingy, which I totally forgot, which luckily didn't end up using in the film. You had Captain America doing his thing, you have Scarlet Witch doing her thing, then you had Black Widow doing her thing. Then what impresses me in the first fight scene was that Sam Wilson as Falcon, he did more than what I expected. Instead of flying here and then you have this drone, the drone being deployed by Falcon, which was very impressive. Then he did more with his wings, like shooting this and that, which really impresses me. Wow. And then the second fight scene was the car chase scene. Not really car chase scene, it's more like Black Panther scene. Okay, Black Panther, that was the best introduction for Black Panther, how he came in. Then the scene was like, wow, the way he shows like the Bruce Lee, the Bruce Lee kind of like, then the clock came out, I was like, wow, I was smiling away. Chadwick Boseman grew. He made me fall in love even more. The first time I watched it, I was already fell in love with that, but the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, that guy nailed the role of Black Panther. The chasing was great. Usually when it comes to this kind of chasing, you have a lot of shaky cameras. The scene was done very, very well. And then after that, you had a very, very small battle scene is where Zemo mind control Bucky Barnes. And then every Avengers was not fully equipped trying to stop Bucky Barnes, because Bucky Barnes was not controlling himself because he was mind controlled or brainwashed. Of course, you had Iron Man equipped with only one hand. He wasn't fully equipped with the whole armor, which was great because you finally see the actors, not stuntmen in a suit, actors face off with the person. I was like, wow. And then after that, you had the airport scene. The airport scene was like the final showdown between the two teams. Later I'll be talking about the fight scenes. Then when they have the stand-up and the clash of the heroes, that scene was like so good. You have everyone fighting each other. You have Captain America fighting against Spider-Man, and then you have Black Panther going against with someone else. This scene was great, but I had one problem. I don't see Vision at all. Where the hell is Vision? The only time I saw Vision, be reminded, I'm watching this the second time, and I did notice that Vision wasn't there. The only time the Vision appeared is when Ant-Man grew big. Later I will be talking about Ant-Man. Ant-Man was wow. Okay, I barely see Vision in the film. The only time I see Vision when everything settled, then he blasted, then he blasts his head off, then accidentally hit War Machine, and War Machine fell, which what we saw in the trailer. Luckily he didn't die. And wow, he grew big. That was the one thing that I never expect, because I was expecting that he will grow big in the following film instead of this film. Ant-Man in this fight scene stole the whole scene, particularly for me, because why? He grew big. Grew big was a very big surprise. Then he grew small, he entered Iron Man suit, then he tried to unplug this and that, which was great. I tell you, I'm loving Ant-Man more. I already love him in his solo film, but now that he fight in the Avengers, wow, it blew my mind, man. Yes. Okay, let's go on to the last scene. Captain America was trying to defend Bucky Barnes and fight against Iron Man. That scene really crushes me. Later we'll be talking about why that scene happened, because there's one particular scene right between the airport and the last fight scene. Something happened in between during the prison scene, which was very, very important, which I kind of missed out during my first view. That scene was totally crushing because you don't even know which side you're supposed to stand. I think I can honestly say majority of us are standing on Captain America's side, because how we are supposed to act, we are how superheroes are supposed to act and save humanity. And then when you saw that scene, especially me, I was leaning towards Iron Man. That hit me psychologically. Even though I watched it the second time, it still hit me quite hard. Okay, I want to talk about the characters. For Zemo, you understand the way he comes from because he lost his family, so that's why he want to take vengeance on the Avengers. But he knows that he doesn't have the ability to take down. So what he did, he used his knowledge because he studied the Avengers. So he turned everyone against himself. He actually planned it from start to end, from the first crossbone scene where he knew all this stuff and until the last scene where Iron Man learned that his father died. He planned everything out. You have to understand this. Okay, if you remember that scene, that there's one person who died in his hotel. That person is supposed to interrogate Bucky Barnes. So he killed the person, gain the access into it, so that Zemo can mind control Bucky Barnes. Then after that, he purposely put the dead person in the tub so that he calls the woman who always bring him breakfast, the bacon, the coffee thingy, bring him so that the woman saw the dead person die in the bathtub, so she have to file the reports. That was meant for Iron Man to see, so that Iron Man will go and aid Captain America. Then after that, Zemo releases the footages of his parent die. So that's where fight also appears. So that is his last mission. You have to think about it. In the first scene where Zemo appears, where he crashes this Hydra agent car, then stole the book and this and that, he was still asking for the mission report of what happened that night. He kept on asking until he asked Bucky Barnes in the interrogation. And finally he got the clip, so he showed it to Iron Man. So that's where the final showdown goes. That plan was genius. I cannot express, like, the story writing in the film was so good. I cannot find any flaws with it. The first view, you kind of like missed out this and that, but when I watched the second time, I tell you, I am going to raise my score from 9 to 10. Yes, 10 out of 10, a perfect score for Captain America Civil War. The storytelling in this film was so good. You cannot imagine how many times I have to express that how great the film is. Okay, other than Zemo, I have to talk about other characters. Black Panther, like I said, he is great. The first time you see him, he's in action, he was great. The second time I watched him, I was like, that guy is Black Panther. He is born to play Black Panther. Wow. Spider-Man was great. Until now, he is still great. My first view and the second view didn't change. He's still great. The first time I watched him, the second time I watched him, he is still here. He is still great. For Black Panther, the first time I watched him, the second time I watched him, Ant-Man in the movie Ant-Man, in this film, made me love him even more. I mean, wow, Ant-Man did so great. Now that Ant-Man is my personal favorite Marvel superhero ever. And then I want to talk about Iron Man. Iron Man has been facing a lot of trouble since the Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 is where he started to become Iron Man. Then Iron Man 2, he had heart attack. Iron Man 3, he had anxiety attack. Then in the Avengers, he had this problem and that problem, and which slowly led him to where he built Ultron. Because of the Ultron incident, everything into his fault. So that is why everyone blames Tony Stark for everything, because they lost their family. Because technically Tony Stark fought because of the Sokovia. I tell you, everyone here did very well in this film. I cannot express how many times how great the film is. The storytelling, the Russo brothers did so well. There's so many genres in this film that did very well. This is the Civil War Marvel film that we all really deserve, and I can't wait to see what the Russo brothers will do next in Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. Even though that's not the title, they said that they will rename the title soon. I really hope to see in the Infinity War very soon. So, wow. If you like to see and you want to see more, please press the subscribe button, and I'll make more movie reviews for you to all see. And I'll see you all next time.